Hello everyone, my name is Sylvia and today we're back in Elder Scrolls Online. Gladly my patch finally finished downloading. I thought that would never end. Okay, so last time we completed Brathwood and now we're in the city of Marbrook, the first city in Greenshade, and as always let's go to the stables first.
Normally I'd say
Okay, and then let's continue on. I think we only have one quest here. But I'm sure we find more pretty soon.
Yeah. I bet you have to study just to be a hacker.
Okay, here is the captain we're searching for, and I see the next quest somewhere behind it. But let's talk to him first.
Hail, chosen of the Queen. We have been expecting you. Queen Irene sent a missive detailing your arrival and orders. You are here to secure the staff of Magnus.
Yeah, that's what she said, I remembered.
Safe, in our vault below the city. We have guarded it day and night. When you are ready, I shall show you into the vault.
Okay then, where is this vault you're speaking about?
If you would follow me.
Probably the big building up ahead. Don't know where else a vault would fit.
As you can see, our artisans have built some small amount of civilization amidst this barbaric wilderness.
That's not a very polite way to talk about wood elves. But okay.
Marbrook will soon be a jewel of the Dominion in this backwood territory. As one would expect, we have encountered scattered protests, nonsense about protecting the trees.
Yeah, if we continue at this speed, I think I never go to the
The local
staff.
Bosmer are disorganized and flighty. Such outbursts usually fizzle out of their own accord. Ah, the Mages Guild.
Finally.
If you would follow me inside.
Okay, finally in here.
Behold the Mages Guild. The paint is still fresh. A marvelous addition to the city.
2 vault centuries.
Work remains, of course. But one does what one must on the fringes of the Dominion.
Going to snatch that book real quick.
The vault is below. Follow me.
It seems heavily guarded. That's for sure.
This vault holds many rare plants that no longer exist in the Somerset Isles. Do take a closer look. I am no scholar of botany, but I know something about our specimens.
Yeah, Java, you should really try that,
In
maybe.
a Valenwood cave of all places.
Maybe it will
Been
help.
weeks since I've seen her.
Alchemists pay a dear price for this plant. It will be the jewel of the royal gardens. We've been trying to transplant this unusual variety of redwort plant into Somerset for some time. Crimson
collection of
Nern
plants here.
We thought it was a Nord tall tale.
Could I have any of those for alchemism?
Valenwood
Probably
soil
not.
is not surprisingly very fertile. These specimens are bound for the royal gardens. This room holds Ayleid relics uncovered across Valenwood. Interesting, aren't they? We've removed any dormant traps that we know of, so feel free to examine them more closely. I will answer any questions you have about them. Scholars believe this relic was broken into pieces when it fell from the heavens. They believe there may be others in Hectorhaim, the legendary center of the Valenwood.
Looks like a block of jade to me. but I'm not a scholar.
This helm is actually from our own collection, but one of our Bosmer allies stole it, and then returned it in exchange for a saw. The tree gifts. We're not actually sure what it does.
Well, that's not much of information here.
Our ancestors have left traces of their civilization across Tamriel. If we follow Queen Irene, our empire will one day rival theirs.
Okay, this is where the staff is.
The Staff of Magnus.
Okay, this is the staff that can suppress magic.
What happened? Where is it?
Disappeared on me?
By the shining trees of Old Meris. We have been burgled. But how?
Okay, you got many guards up, so it was probably one of your own?
I know not. We have guarded the vault day and night. I placed the staff myself. No, the vault is off limits to all, but wait. Viceroy Pelador recently toured the vault. The Queen's business, or so he stated. The staff was present before his visit, but I did not check after he left.
Okay, it looks like his obsession with his
Unthinkable.
prince.
Yet, what
What's the
other
reason?
conclusion can we draw? Such illusionary magic is beyond the ken of a common thief. To the surface, I must question the watch.
I'm pretty sure that it's him. He was reacting quite strangely when Prince Neiman was killed, or had to be killed. Okay, here he is.
None have entered the vault save you and the Vice Reeve. I have confirmed it.
Well, it wasn't me, certainly.
He departed into the wilderness. He said he had orders from the Queen to bring Naaman's body. He did not return. He was always foolishly devoted to the prince. I pray nothing has happened to the prince's body, too.
What are you implying there? You.
Staff of Magnus is an extremely powerful object. There's no telling what wickedness he could achieve if he desired it. Rest assured he would not have accessed the vault if we'd had any suspicion of his loyalty. Someone must inform the Queen.
Hello there, Coma.
Chosen of Marbrook, your queen has arrived.
Damn the mad god and his nonsense book.
To the glory of Queen Irene, hope of the Dominion.
The Divines walked at your side at Torinan. Ariel bless you.
I think the queen is outside, but let's talk to the last first.
Damn the mad god and his nonsense book. Shea Gorath, he's made this process insufferable. I translated the last book you retrieved, but it doesn't make any sense. I can't find anything that might lead us to the next trial. I must be missing something.
Okay, so it makes no sense. That sounds just like
By all
Shagor.
means, Circus of Cheerful Slaughter is just there on the desk. But be careful, the treachery of the mad god knows no bounds.
Okay.
Good luck, my friend. This time, it's almost as though the runes themselves were mocking me. I translated the text relatively quickly. You can see when you read it, the words themselves just make no sense. If you told me years ago that I'd do spell work with Shalador, I'd have called you a liar. I'm happy to do the work. It's the chance of a lifetime, but I can't help but feel I'm in over my head.
Let's take a look at that strange book. Yeah, you can really say that this is strange. Did it just teleport me somewhere? Hey, I wanted to read that. Was it designed as a trap? Because she couldn't do anything about it. Or in the book now? That could also be. Okay.
Welcome to the circus of cheerful slaughter. Step right up, my mortal friend. The show is about to begin, and you're the star.
Yeah, let me guess, we're in the book right now.
You're going to perform a play. My play, actually. Wrote it myself. I call it The Folly of Isolation. It's a tragedy. And a comedy. They're both at once. A tromedy. You want the next tome, right? Well, I need entertainment. I can only light Prince Malil here on fire so many times before it gets boring. You understand?
Okay, looks like we have to do what he says again.
Before we get to your motivation, we need to set the scene. The scene. Tamriel. The three alliances are at war, and the wee little mages guild wants none of it. They want to stand alone. Jolly good, you're paying attention. Now, this is a play in 3 acts. In each act, you'll isolate the guild from those bloodthirsty, political, warmongering sons of silkworms. By killing them.
I hope those are illusions. Otherwise, I think we're killing off all main characters here.
Everyone. Right up to the high muckety-mucks themselves. Just remember, you wait for your cues. You kill nobody unless it's in the script. Now, let's get going. I can't wait to see it performed. Here, Malil will even light the way for you. My soul.
There seems to be the script.
Don't forget to light the brazier! Ah, you daft fool. Ha! Guess it still hasn't gotten old. I meet you up ahead at the bustling pack-down of the Hart Hotel.
At least he's having fun, it seems. Okay. Let's see what we're doing here. I bet there will be enemies.
Shall we raise the curtain? Begin the first act?
Okay,
Our opening
why
act
not?
features the Ebonheart Pact. Ha! That rhymes, doesn't it? I'm a poet, and until now, I didn't realize it.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. Can we go on?
Don't be presumptuous, mortal, or I'll banish you to the Isle of Lusty Bards. Like I was saying, as the curtain rises, our Ebonheart friends are at peace. Allies. Historically, though, they've been at each other's throats. Slavery, border raids, and infighting have them primed for chaos. They just need a little push. I've written myself a part, a small but pivotal role, if you'll excuse me.
Probably the
You
one of
hate each
chaos.
other, remember?
Oh yeah, get 'em.
Fan out!
Go!
Move!
Join
now.
the fracas!
And now they're
This
fighting
is your
against
cue.
each other.
Action!
Yeah, I'm on it. I can only kill so many at once.
Light it up!
Okay, first dispatched. Don't have to do much. They're doing it all by themselves here. Okay. I think those weren't. Oh, just the one.
Splendid, splendid. But wait, do I hear someone approaching?
Why do you fight, you milk-drinking dogs?
Oh, it's simple, my king. The Mages Guild caused this infighting. It's all their fault.
The Mages Guild? This mewling puppy? You want trouble? Here is trouble for the Pact!
So it's blaming it on the others. Until they're all fighting. Yeah. Yeah, you should have written a more interesting plot, Ryan Shield. You're boring me to death.
You'll never make a living reading all day. You need to earn some coin, Velast.
Even mages take their noses out of their books once in a while. You just can't stand to be around people. Pathetic.
Okay, that wasn't part of the play. Looks more like the last backstory.
You'll never make a living reading all day. You need to earn some coin, Velast.
Ah, it's replaying back there. I thought we missed something.
Not once in a century is a Mer with your talent born. We have accepted your application to join our august and storied Mages Guild.
This is the proudest day of my life, Guildmaster. Thank you. Damn the mad god! Why can't I make sense of this text? I'm such an idiot.
I think his plan is to destroy the Mages Guild from within. Seems like that.
We now pause for a brief intermission. Would you like some cheese? No time for witty banter, eh? Fine, fine. This act features the Aldmeri Dominion. Cats and elves. I never had a taste for either, honestly. Too much fur and fancy. Let's play it by ear. The scene. Queen Irene is addressing some of your peers. As a master thespian, you should respond to her heartfelt pronouncements as you see fit. And action!
The Mages Guild cannot turn on the Dominion so easily. You are a part of this world, like it or not.
My queen, you don't understand. The guild does not belong to any alliance. We merely wish to study in peace and solitude.
Hey, quiet down front! I am trying to watch the Queen's speech!
Either you're with the Dominion or you're against us. You want to be removed from this world? Fine, I'll do it for you.
Well, great internet's
Here,
patch of
let me
fighting.
show you the path to exile. You can't ignore the world around you.
Hey, Queenie! You missed a mage! This one is a member of the guild too!
Ah, good catch,
damn it.
Chester. Soldiers, give this mage the gift of exile.
Well, looking at the screenshot, it kind of looks like your floor now has the missing kitchen pattern all over it.
Set it ablaze!
Such impertinence. Razumdar, Captain Odre, take care of this serf.
I don't want to fight Ross.
You killed my favorite cat. Such a lord. Looks like I'll have to handle this myself. You face Irene Arana Aldmeri in her full glory.
Or more like an illusion of her.
And see! Let's move on!
Okay, fine. Well, I don't know about Maru disappearing, but I've read about the floor patterns that you can change it somehow.
A sanctuary, a retreat that will endure for eons. I shall call it Ivea.
By editing the save files, the description is somewhere in the official forums, so maybe you can try that, at least for your floor, but be sure to make a backup of your save files beforehand.
Bastard! The Folian Discognatum wasn't worth an island. I'll get Ivea back. even if it takes 3 lifetimes.
Yeah, I think
Damn
the
the
script
mad
is
god.
getting...
Damn Ulfsild.
Well, yeah.
Damn the lot of them! They'll see. They'll all see. Archmage Shalador's name will ring across history!
Nah, he doesn't sound too healthy.
You didn't come home last night. I waited all night for you. Have you been working this entire time? Charlador, Ibea is lost. You're obsessed. Can you even hear me? I can't do this anymore. You love your spells and scrolls more than you love me. I'm leaving you. Can you hear me now? Goodbye, you stupid old fool.
Ulfi, my love? I swear I just heard you. Where did you go?
Yeah, but I'm wondering if the flooring has anything to do with it, because I read in another thread, when you kind of change the flooring around the door, then some cutscenes wouldn't play anymore too, with characters in them, or got stuck. But I have never changed my flooring, so I have no idea.
Brings me down. Because it means the play is almost over. I'm enjoying this so much I don't want it to end. And the sideshows. Have you enjoyed my little illusionary performances? Very illuminating, I think.
Yeah, I gave some nice little backstory there, but why are you doing that to me? What's the deal here, Shio?
I won't tell you. I show you. That's the essence of storytelling. Show, don't tell. What do you think this is? Community theatre? Well, it isn't.
Shio.
This is a professional production. And you are the star. I've set the scene. We can just improvise from there. Remember, show, don't tell.
Okay, improvising in this then.
Stage left, we have the founder of the Mages Guild, Varmus. Stage right, we have your old friend, Archmage Shalador. And backstage, we have Velast, your new friend and confidant in the Mages Guild. But what's this? Why, it's King Emmerich and his friends from the Daggerfall Covenant. No doubt he's got kind words to share. Take it away, Your Highness!
For perpetuating the use of magic, we hereby burn you at the stake. Let your corruption be gone from this land, once and for all.
Huh. Seems like nobody wants you around. So, this is the final scene. Save your friends. Then, I'll give you me book.
Okay. Should be too hard.
Scatter! Burn it!
Okay, we almost got the first one.
Gorath is so much smarter than I am. I'm like a child before him.
And now you see that definitely he wrote the book. Not based on reality, but he wrote it. Hiking. Ow. Okay, I thought that was just a normal NPC.
What happens when even books turn on me?
Okay, and the last one. Wasn't he in here? Okay, the other house then. Well, a bit small of a place to fight. Maybe we could take him outside. Really need a lot of space for this bow to work. Not especially good at getting hit.
Given up the island for her. She never gave me the chance to decide. My wife.
And the last one, King Emmerich himself. Kind of the same movement set. Oh no, keep you at a distance. Huh? No words to you? Or do I have to go to you first? That's better.
Bravo! Arthur! Arthur! Oh, wait, that's me. I don't know. Your performance was a bit uninspired at points. And you refused to eat cheese with me.
You didn't even ask me.
Yes, yes. You did make me laugh. And cry. And kick Malil in the head. I suppose that's all I could ask. Take your book. Just don't eat it all at once. The book will take you back. It knows the way. Just remember, little actor, you still have one book left. And if you thought my play was rough, just think of what's ahead.
Okay, that doesn't look like much again, but maybe the last can make something out of it. Speaking of which, I wonder if she even noticed that I was gone. Hey, Velast.
What happened? Where did you go? Oh, I'm almost afraid to ask what happened. I hope this trial wasn't too painful. I'll start translating this book right away. We've got one more trial to go. Nice work. There's only one more trial. We'll let you know once we're finished delving through Sheogorath's madness. I was? What happened? The more we deal with him, the more I'm convinced. The mad god is a spoiled child, pulling legs off bugs just to watch them twitch. What else happened? Some kind of commentary about Shalador's goal, no doubt. He may be a child, but Sheogorath certainly knows how to make a point.
Yeah, we have to give him that.
Selling, buying,
Okay.
right here.
Okay, then the queen should be outside. Took our time in here. Another quest for the Mage's Guild?
Adept, we need your support once again. Balast has translated the book you earned in Sheogorath's mad play. Aye, she's ready to summon the portal for you. I'll meet you in the Isles. Just hurry if you please, Adept. I'm worried.
She translated it this quickly. Oh, credits
You'll
there.
find the mistress of Inconabula in the depths of the jungle, at the Bandari trading post in Malabal Tor. Good luck, Adept. It's Velast. She's been working day and night to understand these books. Sheogorath has a warped and twisted mind, and I worry that this work is taking a toll on her. Honestly, Adept, no. Velast has a singular mind. As long as those books are cursed such that I can't read them, she's our best and only chance. She's almost as smart as I am. Just don't tell her I said that. Greetings.
Yeah,
Honor and praise, my friend. Do you have the Staff of Magnus?
No.
Peladil? Then it's true. He's betrayed us.
My brother's body didn't make it to Marbrook either. I knew he loved Naaman dearly, but I didn't think he'd stoop to this. I will once again require your aid.
Yeah, Pokemon is always a decent choice.
These wood elves and their forest spirits. How close are they strange? It is good to see you, my friend. Greenshade is far more exciting place than Raz expected. He hears now that the Staff of Magnus has been stolen, as if these rebellious Bosmer were not trouble enough.
Why are they having rebellions?
Not yet, but it is possible. The elves in this part of the Valenwood do not follow King Camoran. They claim to be subjects of the Wielder King, some forest spirit no one has ever seen. They mock the Dominion and call Queen Irene an enemy.
That's not good.
We do not know. The Battle Reeves sent a soldier, Hazazi, to negotiate with the Bramblebreach clan, but he has made no progress. Now Raz needs to hunt for the Staff of Magnus, so he asks you, will you find Hazazi and sort this out? The Bramblebreach village is just south of Marbrook. Hazazi is there. He likes to complain, but he's a good soldier. He just needs someone with a more sophisticated negotiation style. And by the time you get back, Raz will have a lead on the staff.
I have no doubt about that. You've never disappointed me before. Who you think stole it? I think it's pretty
The
obvious.
answer is probably the right one. Paladil. That toad fulfilled Naaman's every wish. Why should that change just because the prince is dead? Raz knew the Veiled Heritance was a disease not so easily excised. If Paladil has taken the staff, we need to find him and discover what he plans to do with it. The staff is powerful and dangerous. All of the Dominion is at risk if we cannot find it. This one does not understand Bosmer clan politics, but as Raz hears it, the clans of this part of Valenwood have always been wild. Some even sided against King Camoran in the Blacksap Rebellion.
So it will be pretty hard to get them on our side, I think.
Greenshade is the heart of Valenwood. It is very dangerous and very mysterious, and these Bosmer understand it like no others do. Raz would not be deterred, but even Camoran's Vindusk Rangers avoid traveling in this part of the forest. As always, Raz serves the Queen. She wanted to know if the Bosmer here are as scary as they sound. With the Staff of Magnus stolen, though, Raz must make that his priority. This one knows you can handle the Bramble Breach as well as he could.
Yeah, hopefully I can. Let's see all the questions.
We've got almost everything. Aha, a guest. How wonderful. I wonder, would you help my friend and I with a little experiment? We are reconstructing animals. Sure. Dead ones, of course. Wouldn't do such a thing to live ones. That would be barbaric. Not to mention impractical. Specifically, we are creating an elixir that will cause small dead animals to wriggle about as if alive. Well, as it turns out, we're fresh out of parts. Rat parts, I mean. I need you to bring us the head, legs, body, and tail from 4 different rats, so we can combine them into an animated rodent assemblage.
Doesn't that sound just nice? What the hell?
Oh, I know the whole thing seems rather rash and improbable, doesn't it? But our methods get results. Bring back the rat parts and we'll have a little rodent scurrying about in no time. Why, it'll be almost lifelike.
Yeah, have fun with your breakfast, Tova. Also fun with the egg log.
There is a reason for this. One I would prefer to forget. It involves an early experiment with my associate. An experiment that failed horribly. It's not as simple as you may assume, however. When the two of us are involved, nothing is ever simple. No, please meet us outside the Fighters Guild. We must set up our experiment there.
Are you collecting junk for Ardemir's little monsters? Good, good. I make little monsters too. See this? It's an ant-fly worm beast. I mashed them together and added a pinch of Artemir's life juice. It's an adorably gross little guy, isn't it?
Seeing at those two talk, almost like the other race, maybe their body changed or something. Okay, collect rat parts is in the whole city. And wherever we find rats, take a look first. Let's collect the other quests first.
My friend! Pretend we're old friends catching up after a long absence. I don't want to blow my cover just asking for help.
Okay, that sounds suspicious.
Great acting. I need an assistant to do some delicate tasks, and you've got the right look about you. I'm part of an undercover investigation into a string of thefts in Marbrook. The artisan is a master of his profession. The artisan targets local Altmer, so I draw suspicion. We must capture the artisan before the Queen is targeted. Take my notes.
I have to read his notes first. Only targets Altmer's. Wonder why? Only steals objects by personal value. And leaves messages for victims. Okay, a few citizens to question still. Which means we probably have to do that. Okay, then let's walk around town, collect rat parts, and see who we can question. They're just lying there dead. What kind of city is this? Not so nice. Really didn't get to painting, it seems. So empty.
Bet the dead of Tanzelwell had a lot to say about Irene.
I'm gonna check the butterfly too, because why not? Hey, the Gaming Dragon 123. And hey, there's Sam too. Don't know why would you think that. I like PC.
Hello there.
Ooh, not stealing at the moment. That's not good.
What is it?
Okay, here seems to be a person I can ask.
You approach knowing what you want. I was once like that not that long ago. Please share some gold with poor Kurlit. Kurlit hears and sees much, but it is difficult to recall when one's stomach rumbles so. Alas, he does not have the coin for food.
Yeah, sure, why not? I have enough.
1,000 blessings. This one's night eye has not failed him yet. Kurlit caught a glimpse of a Bosmer sneaking into the bank.
And the bank? Well, that's an interesting one. Thank you very much. Is this the bank in question? Probably. Well, I haven't tried the game on console yet, since when I first started the game off,
the lower branches first.
When I first started the game off, it was only for PC, and I didn't really want to start off again on console. That's why I'm still playing on PC.
Most Altmer wouldn't trust a wood elf with their money. Fair enough, but trust is the Dominion's foundation, is it not? We have to start somewhere.
Hey, welcome back, Tova.
Have I ever? There's been a steady stream of Altmer depositing valuables here since the thefts began. I'd like to see that. I'm an expert in security. No one can enter the bank without keys, and only I and my apprentice Nidras have them. Now Nidras... I guess he went upstairs. That boy's steps are as light as feathers.
He was there just a moment ago. Can we find him?
If you need banking services, my master Talqua can assist you downstairs. Ah, working with Sinner. I noticed you making friends in the market. If you figured it out, there's no use keeping up pretenses. My initial plan was to exercise the right of theft. I steal precious objects from the Altmer, then demand they leave Marbrook for their return.
What a plan there.
It turns out the Altmer don't respect the rights, so I return them. Now, I simply let Altmer hatred do the job for me. You'll know soon. Now, I tipped off the guards that the artisan was in the bank, and here you are, sneaking about. I advise you leave.
Oh, that little bastard. Okay. But at least we know who is the thief now.
Hello there.
Any stupid people been here while you were gone? No, I would say no. Had a little rant about playing on PC, but otherwise, that's fine.
Did you find out who the artisan is? The bankers. Why didn't I see it before? You have my thanks for finding him. But now we have to deal with the mess he left behind. The bastard returned the stolen items to the wrong houses. He then sent anonymous letters to the victims framing the owners for the crime.
Oh, that's what he meant by letting the hatred work for him. Oh, I get that now.
They too easily believe their neighbors stole from them. And we've only just been able to prevent any violence. We must find those valuables. I appreciate the help. According to the letters, the items are in houses across Marbrook. You'll have to search carefully to find them.
Okay, so now I have to break in to make everything okay again, aren't you? Can I open that roll to ask the guard to do that? Well, no then.
What do you want?
Time to get illegal in order to stop a thief.
My friend tells me
Ironic.
something stirred up the Woodorks again. This one has enough of Woodorks for him.
Great then. Okay, that was item number 1. Item number 2. And anything more? Two more, but I don't exactly see the markers. Outside? That's an interesting one. You have your houses outside of the town.
Greetings.
Well, and you can't blame anyone for stealing stuff from you. Not a good place to have your house placed. Oh great, it's locked. Okay, we're in here. I should not be seen if possible. and outside again. And one last item on the list. Probably locked up too. Anybody at home?
Halt, thief!
Oh my god, I knew this was happening.
Aha! I caught you red-handed, artisan. Thieves just can't help returning to the scene of the crime, can they?
I think you're getting this wrong.
Pinning the blame on someone else? I won't fall for that. How do you explain those stolen goods you're carrying? Hmm? You know Sinar? Well, this doesn't prove anything. You might have heard his name in relation to your own investigation.
Then let's go to Sinar and ask him about it. How about
An
that?
excellent idea. I was just about to propose. Sinar is on the upper city tier, near the entertainment pavilion. You lead the way. I'm not so naive that I turn my back on a common criminal.
Okay, fine by me. Would have gone back to him anyway. I hope you can keep up.
Anyone can be crowned emperor. That's one of the risks.
Captain,
you kept up
I
nicely.
bring great news.
Great
I'm afraid
news.
you have me mistaken.
Captain Sinar, I have detained the artisan. No time to thank me. I must return to my rounds.
Damn you. I can't believe he just blew my cover. Please tell me you have good news. Thanks, Stender. Things were getting tense. I know you're not the artisan, thanks to our careful investigations. You're free to go now. We'll return the items back to their original owners.
Yeah, the guard is working just nice in this place, as I can see. Okay. Oh, we still have to search for rats? No. We can go back now.
Yeah.
Oh, there's also a new quest about. Didn't see that the first time. Wonder where it is. Oh, it's a crafting board. Okay, we'll ignore that one.
Everything is here. Wonderful. Allow me a moment to apply our elixir. Now we address the practical applications of this marvelous elixir. If you will help us one last time, I will increase your compensation. My associate and I have a mischievous nature. It is through this nature we show our affection for our friends. Our close friend Kalima is, as Timaway would say, a grumpy bug. We want to lift her spirits.
With a reanimated rat corpse.
Place these squirmy rodent things in her backpack in the corner. She'll be back shortly, and then we'll see the fruits of our labor. Timaway and I have a wager. He expects her to double over with laughter. Well, I do not expect that reaction.
Yeah, she probably was really mad. Why are you doing that? Maybe we should go onto a safe distance.
The second stage is the most important. What use is magical inquiry if it cannot foster relationships? Excellent. Here's your payment. I expect our dear friend will be back any moment. So if you would like to stick around, it's sure to be an entertaining spectacle.
Okay, there she comes.
Oh, what is that?
Okay, she's really pissed.
Adamir, Timmy, I will kill you both.
She's teleporting. Doesn't look too healthy. Ah, but if she catches you, I think you're in trouble. Then you why don't we're hiding. Hey. Let's go sell the stuff we got. And afterwards, I think we can finally leave town.
That's a fine weapon you've got there.
The finest silks, the finest thread, the beauty of Nirn woven into a robe.
Okay, then we'll head outside. Oh, that wasn't too bright.
Hello there.
When the wolf got wet.
Yeah!
Do we have any stolen items? I think not. I think we... Yeah, we got rid of those last time.
Remember, he who has the quickest blade makes the rules.
Yeah!
The village is right around the corner, to our convenience. It's pretty nice.
Dark moons. These crazy Bosmer make no sense. Hazazi comes to negotiate on behalf of Queen Irene to hear their grievances, and all they do is dance and jest. Hazazi has only been here a short while, and already he hates this village. What negotiations? These dungy elves don't want talk. They say they only answer to the Wilder King. Who is this? Who knows? They'd rather pull Hazazi's tail than give him a straight answer. It's not fair. Hazazi always gets the worst assignments.
Yeah. Yeah, solution is at hand. Talk to the Wilder King.
Hazazi likes this idea. If you can just get the Bramble Breach to make sense, this one will be impressed. Hazazi thinks it's a wild guard chase, but if you want to try, speak with their tree thane. May you have better luck than Hazazi.
I she will.
You should consider bathing more often.
Excuse me? What a rude little guard. Okay, tree thane is up there. Oh, those
Hello
wood
there.
houses.
I didn't think I was being disrespectful.
Greetings.
Oh, let's read a book. Something in there? Nothing important, it seems.
Another tourist. Rare to have so many visitors in this part of the Valen Wood, didn't you hear? It's much safer behind the shiny new walls of Marbrook. Even King Camoran hesitates to venture into the court of the Wilder King. Negotiate? About what? Oh, I know. You want us to bow to your queen and swear allegiance to your what's-it's-called? Aldemary Dominion. Huh. Problem is that our allegiance is to the Wilder King, and he doesn't seem to care for your dominion. Ha! Sure. Let me just pull him from my satchel. You people don't understand. The Wilder King manages the entire forest. Doesn't have time for idle talk. Why do you think so many people doubt his existence?
Well, if it's important, then he just has to take his time.
Not in person, but I don't doubt the Wilder King exists. He speaks to me in the babbling brooks and the wind in the trees. Other Bosmer petition him for an audience, but I don't need to. He already tells me everything I need to know. I could tell you, but how do I know you're trustworthy? You ask us to share your enemies, but will you share ours? The wood orcs are a plague we can't seem to be rid of. If you help us drive them off, I'll tell you what you want to know.
Okay, sure. Where are they exactly?
Lurchers. Take seeds from the shimmering tree in the village and plant them in the orcs' camp. In a few minutes, they'll sprout out with a vengeance. The orc chieftain won't surrender so easily, though. Just kill him. Leave the rest to the lurchers.
Okay, sounds easy enough.
Don't bother coming back here until you've run off the orcs. I've got important business to attend to. Heh.
Okay, bye, Tova. Have a nice day. And good luck with your save files still.
They're gifts from the Wilder King. Embodiments of the raw energy of the forest. They protect the village. They're not so smart. We can't lead them against the orcs, but if they sprout straight into the orcs' camp, they'll know what to do. Well, if you plant them in some peat, they sprout into a flower, and then after some time, the flower grows into a lurcher. If you want more than that, you can ask the Wilder King himself, when you get that audience.
Yeah, I will. Don't worry. I think she doesn't believe I can do that. But a few orcs won't be a problem. I think I won't even need the lurchers for that.
Yeah.
Did I just see a quest?
Yeah.
Hello there.
I don't know what direction exactly, but I'm pretty sure I just saw a quest. This direction? Well, let's see how far it is.
Yeah.
It works! I can't believe it. I finally figured it out. This could change everything. Our Lurcher Guardians, I've found a way to give each of them special powers.
Okay.
To make them more effective, of course. The Guardians protect the village, and now we can imbue each of them with different elemental tactics. And the best part is that building them isn't even hard. It's easy.
Okay, genius invention then.
Well, you see, the husks are the same, grown from local flora. It's the Guardian's guts that make it special. Bring me some thunderbug bellies, dew bugs, and hive seeds from outside the village, and I'll show you how to make one.
Okay, I should probably get those seeds first.
Yeah.
Safe roads, soft beds, and full flaggers.
Okay, where's the tree about?
Yeah.
Yeah, this seems about right.
Can you believe that tree thing?
Isn't that
Was
the
the
person that ran
tree
away?
as rude to you as she was to me? All I asked was how one might get an audience with the Wilder King. But the way she reacted, you would have thought I was trying to slaughter her children. Did she treat you any differently? She did? That's funny, because Ander and I offered to drive the orcs away and she turned us down. I don't know, I'm beginning to suspect this is some elaborate Bosmer trick and the whole village is laughing at us when we're not looking. I didn't say that. There is definitely a distinctive magical force in this part of Valenwood, but I fail to understand by what logic the Tree Thane decides who gets an audience with the Wilder King and who gets turned away.
Yeah, that's a good question. No answer for that.
Oh, I'm Aranias. Maybe you've read my book, Spriggans in the Green, Story and Myth in Primitive Bosmer Society? Probably not, I guess. Anyhow, Ander and I came in a scholarly pursuit to see if this Wilder King is really as powerful as they say. We'll just have to venture deeper into the forest on our own. We'll probably get lost and suffer a slow and painful death, but that's the risk we have to take. If you're going after the wood orcs, though, I know something that might make it easier. If you want, you can take the essence from the calope tree and rub it all over your body to cloak yourself in a haze of forest moths. The wood orcs won't even see you.
Disgusting but interesting tactics.
Oh, one more thing. Ander scouted out the orcs' camp pretty extensively. He might have some useful observations if you ask. Good luck with the wood orcs and that tricky tree thing. Maybe we'll meet again when we find the Wilder King. Of course not. He's mainly here, acting as my guardian. They warned us that this place was dangerous, and if the Wilder King is really as unpredictable as people say, well, never hurts to be prepared.
Yeah, I have to agree on that one.
Me? I was born and raised in the Somerset Isles on a rather small island known as Silitar. It's a pretty secluded place. Growing up there was what first sparked my interest in studying nature magic. But, well, it was very lonely.
Yeah, I can imagine.
There seem to be a lot more rumors than any real facts. Some say he's a man. Others say he's a spirit, an embodiment of the forest. What I find most fascinating, though, is the rumor that he actually shapes the entire forest. That's just incredible.
And that sounds like a lot of work.
I spent several hours watching the wood orcs and evaluating their weaknesses. As a whole, their strength is in numbers. As long as you don't take on the entire camp, you should be fine. The chieftain's the one you have to watch out for. By the look of his scars, he's seen his share of battle, and he knows how to take a beating. Don't expect him to go down quickly. There's a shaman who's never far from his side as well. I'd focus on killing the shaman first. Good luck.
Okay, thanks for the tips. Okay, can I use this essence? Interesting one. Okay, so do my actions make invisible again? That sound the whole time. Okay, we're in the wood camp now, and I see a chest over there. Try to get this. Okay. Got in here. Only heavy armor. Not what we are looking for. Okay, I have to plant the seeds. And afterwards see if we can find the chieftain. But I really don't see me if I let me guess. One of the torches can still see me. Okay, this seems to be the first spot I have to clear out. Oh, there's a scroll line there. Almost missed that one. Okay, first lurcher planted. Can I put the disguise back on? Nah. Okay, looks like the disguise is gone. Maybe I should have put it off first. Or a calcum. Let's take that with me. Okay, seems like I have to kill my way through now. Ow. Okay, on to the second spot we need to plant. Okay, and of course there are more ravages there. Nothing we can't deal with. Okay, 2 more to go. Okay, next one. Way over there. Okay, next lurcher. And onto the last spot, way over there. How do I get here? So I have to kill my way through.
Seem to be making a lot of enemies lately.
Can't seem to target that. No. Okay, now it's possible. I think the lurcher might have been in the way. Okay, now for the chieftain. I think it's in that cave. Yeah, it looks like that. Yeah, this is not too hard. But I think the chieftain will be a lot harder. I think that totem is keeping them up pretty well, so I have to look out for the totem, because he's got a shaman there too. Okay, switch to multi-target, and
What else have a friend who's not afraid to fight? Good. Give me your best.
Okay, and that was the chieftain. Wasn't that tough. But I also killed off his shaman pretty fast. Oh, friends then.
Be careful not to get too close to the lurchers. They may have helped us kill the orcs, but they'll attack pretty much anything with 2 legs.
Interesting, but different text than you were supposed to say. Okay, I'll also try the cave in the north. Violet Corprinus. Might prove useful. Okay, it's Gorzak's mine. Looks abandoned somehow. Like almost all the mines in the game are, strangely enough. Did your skeleton just crawl out of your butt? That's gross somehow. Okay, this is no ordinary mine. And ghosts too. What happened in this mine? A lot of the workers here. Maybe some kind of ritual happening? At least that would be my best guess. There's anything to the right because there are a lot of bodies there. Ah, no, but they already saw me. Wonder how I even poison them. That's interesting. Hey, anything in the note? Okay, there were disappearances in the mine already. But it seems like the owner didn't care. Okay, maybe some kind of Dremora down here. I hope the cave is linear. I didn't really take a good look at the map. Yeah, except for the last room. There's a few extra rooms. Okay, some bodies don't seem to be infested. There's some kind of journal back there. Oh, and I think there's a boss. Maybe I should join in. Okay. Which still means we have to find the sky shard. Okay, the backpack. Belonged to one of the dead woodlords. There's a simple Bosmeri hand axe. There's an unusual profanity. Maybe it's cursed then. There's also a note of sale for that axe in the backpack. It was purchased recently. The name of it seller is 4th floor, member of the Marble Mages Guild. Now let's take it back to him. we learn of that? Don't buy cursed items. Okay, no sky shot in here, sadly. Has to be somewhere else. We still have a few corners left. Hey, here it is. Stop the search now. These are always so high up. Maybe that you can see the ray of light better that it emits. Okay, then let's get out of here again. And of course we take some of the flesh flies too. I think that can be a chemical ingredient in. Although it's rare. Oh yeah, here, the fresh fly larva. Hey, other adventurers traveling in. But we're just leaving. Okay, so with the bullets disposed, hopefully we can now get an audience with the Wilder King. And I think I just dropped an amulet. Let's see what stat this has. Okay, well, inventory cleanup. That's light armor. Don't need that. Also light. This is the duration of potion effects. No. We don't take that. Okay, so back to the village, and I think we also need to head back to Marbrook.
Yeah.
Let's head back to Marbrook first, because I'm pretty sure that's where the quest will end, while this quest will probably go on for a little longer.
Yeah.
But Marbrook is not far from here.
An Aldmer researcher from Somerset told me the Bosmer here worship a god they call the Wilder King. She is determined to search for this Wilder King in that treacherous forest. Discover if he is real, and if he is in fact a god. Such a brave girl.
Yeah!
Yeah, we've met her now.
Hail.
Okay. On to the Mage's Guild then.
What is it?
Mage's Guild. Where might it be? Maybe on one of the upper floors? Okay, now I'm confused. Or is he in front of the building? And I was acting a little too fast. No? He's on the outside, but he's not standing right before it. That means that he's probably on an upper floor.
I have many fine goods.
Let's try this one. Also, here's a sky shirt nearby. Wonder where. Okay, we found him at least.
Sorry, not doing any business today. You found it where? Wait, you brought the axe back? It's here with you? Absolutely not. Get it away from here, immediately. I curse that axe myself. It draws spirits and undead like flies to honey. Of course. I wanted them out of the mine, out of Greenshade. You see what they do to the forest everywhere they go? They cut down everything in sight. Although if you're standing here, I suppose the axe worked. That's actually good news.
Yeah, what to do with it now?
No, that's not necessary. Now that it has served its purpose, I'll simply remove the enchantment. You can keep it. A souvenir. Now, give it here. Now, let's see about this curse.
Is that kind of magic even allowed in
Good
the
as
Mage
new.
skill at the moment?
There, that's done. The curse is gone. Now the only danger this axe poses is the sharp end. Absolutely. You've brought the best news I've heard in several weeks. Enjoy your trophy.
Harsh methods, but it worked just fine.
The forest is rich with spiritual energy, so be careful. It makes the gems anxious.
Okay, did we get any... Yeah, we can sell those magic Kyra. Oh, a recipe. Oh, known recipe, but maybe we can put it in the bank later. Okay, I still heard a sky shot somewhere. Okay, that's about right. Yeah, and that's where we were before, that's why we heard it before. Okay, nice one.
Well?
Okay, what are we going to do next? Collecting those ingredients would be the right thing to do.
Keep those weapons sheathed.
Okay, so we need thunderbugs.
Yeah!
Hive seeds are probably from the west around the area. Okay, there we got a thunderbug. Let's start off with it. And another one, and I see a chest. And a heavy sack. Also nice. Okay, health is not our style. They don't have that much health, but there are a lot of them. Ah, still more. Okay, now it's better. The Shadow increases critical strike damage. At the moment we get maximum stamina. Same with the stamina for now, because I think we don't have that much critical chance. Okay, we need more hive seeds and debugs.
Yeah.
Damn it, did I just die? Are they doing that much AoE? Looks like it. Okay, I got one of 3. Yes, another one right over there. So let's past that thunderbutt. Might be able to get it. Okay. And the last one. Okay, now the only things missing are the hive seeds. Looks we are getting more of those this way down. I think there's one too. Try to not shoot that far, otherwise I'll just lure more enemies. Okay, another hive seed. I think there's a book down there. Okay, sadly no seeds around here.
Yeah.
Maybe around the corner. He's another pair. Okay, was missing that. They took pretty long to spawn this time. Okay, and head back to the village.
Yeah.
Okay, here you go.
That was fast, but I'm not surprised. Did you find the things we need to build you a guardian? Wonderful! Now comes the best part, mixing ingredients to give the guardian its powers. Lightning bellies and hive seeds make a fire guardian. Hive seeds and dew bugs make a wooden guardian. Lightning bellies and dew bugs a water guardian. Yes, it'll be your guardian. Use this husk and build the one you want. Then we'll test it against the others. Lead it over to challenge 2 other guardians. Tell you what, you can even use these healing roots to give your guardian an edge.
choose the Wooden Guardian here. Okay, time to challenge 2 other Guardians. Since we got a Wooden Guardian, I want to challenge the Fire one. If this is working as I expected to. And now we just wait for it to beat out our opponent. Slow metal, but just fine. Okay, and now against the other Wooden Guardian. Ours is a little bit smaller though. But we're faring just well. Maybe because of blowing the roots.
I've
That
never
worked
seen
fine.
a Guardian fight like that! Incredible! You really know how to choose a champion. This day will go down in our clan's history, and you helped make it happen. Unfortunately, I haven't figured out how to keep the Guardians under control for very long, but I'm working on it.
I'm sure you can do that. Too much of a problem. What's this for? Sadly, stamina-wise, not as good as ours.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what Truthan has to say about this.
Who? My scouts came back singing your praises. They said the Wood Orcs broke quickly after you killed Chieftain Thragdosh and unleashed the Guardians. I wasn't exactly expecting you to succeed. Seems there's more to you than meets the eye. Huh, and you're worried I won't hold up my end of the bargain? No, I keep my promises. You got rid of those parasitic orcs. You've earned the right to petition the Wilder King for an audience. I hope I haven't given you a sense of false hope, though. Bosma around here petition the Wilder King for an audience all the time, and he rarely responds. More than likely, you're simply wasting your time.
Yeah, I'll try nonetheless.
Suit yourself. Just south of my home, you'll find the petitioning stone. Just touch it. Probably nothing will happen. If he wants to speak with you, though, he'll appear when you touch that stone. I never said it was complicated. Besides, by scaring off those wood orcs, you just might have improved your chances. The Wilder King sees these things, you know. All right, run along now, and may the forest part to reveal your path.
Okay, that's really a little bit easier than we thought. Just touching that stone there. The one up the hill there? Probably. Did I want anything new? Mark target sounds interesting. Medium armor. Bow? I can't learn snipe yet, still missing a little bit. Well, I'll take a look at that later. I think I'm going to take a quick break, guys. Just going to the toilet and get some more water. Be back in a few minutes. So, until in a few minutes. I'm back now. Let's see for the petitioner. Okay, looks like he wants to talk with us.
Welcome to my court, outsider. Since you entered my domain, I have watched your actions with keen interest. You have been generous with my people and more patient than I expected. But I still cannot gather one thing. Why have you come?
Okay, if you watched me, you should have known that part, but... yeah. Come to negotiate.
Again, not what I expected. I think I've heard of this Old Merry Dominion, but I don't see how inclusion in this group would appeal to me or to the people in my domain. Aligning with you would only alienate us from others. Interesting. You think we have common enemies? My only enemies are those who would seek to harm Valenwood. Let us test your theory, though. Show me one of these enemies of whom you speak, so I might better understand.
Okay.
Use the other stone pillar, the one on the platform behind us. Touch that stone pillar and an apparition will appear. One of your enemies, as you say. Fight this enemy so that I might see its true nature. I am pleased to be able to lend you strength to face this enemy from your past.
Wonder what apparition it will show.
Strike us down, but the veiled heritance will always rise again.
Okay, Veiled Heritance members could have guessed that much. No, heavy armor, that's a dark type.
Finished with this village.
Hey, Hasazi.
Now you are negotiating with a forest spirit who calls himself a king? With all those floating leaves, Azazi thinks he looks very silly. Do you really think this is going somewhere? Or is it just a waste of time? By the light of John and Jod, this is the craziest thing ever seen. Even Razumdar would have lost his patience by now. If you think all this makes sense, then Azazi is starting to wonder about you too.
Leave this to me, don't worry.
I sense the darkness in the heart of the one you fought, but he has already been defeated, has he not? And those like him, they may not all share his darkness. You should have me call these people enemies, though. The Veiled Heritance. Yes, I am familiar with this distinction as well. There is one among this group who has come to Valenwood to see me, and I find her curious. Very curious. I'm not inclined to consider her an enemy. She is one who has been blessed with fascinating gifts. Gifts I cannot afford to ignore. You would know her identity, though. I was able to capture one of her memories. Touch the stone again, and I will share it with you.
Probably the high elf we met before.
Look for the truth.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Okay. Now, here we go.
We have much need of someone like you, Ananias.
Yes, young one. We have a problem in the Valenwood that will require your talents specifically.
I would be honored to help however I can.
An opportunity has arisen to strike a devastating blow to the Dominion. To divide the Bosmer.
The Bosmer in Greenshade claim allegiance not to King Camoran, but to a man they call the Wilder King.
Killing this Wilder King will drive the Bosmer mad. He is very elusive, though, so I will need your help to find him.
You realize we are entrusting you with an important task, I hope, my dear.
Of course, Lady Estrie, you can count on me.
Okay, so you're not considering her an enemy, but she's sent to kill you? I mean, I can get it, she looked kinda like she's under pressure, but you can at least consider the Veiled Heritance through your
As
enemies.
you've just seen, the young girl Aranias is associated with the Veiled Heritance. Until I know more about her, I hesitate to call her an enemy. I will have more insight soon, though. Even now, Aranias is on her way to my throne. So she believes, but there may be a greater truth to her purpose here. You may not like this, but I sense the same is true of you. Like the branches of a grot oak, I believe that Aranias' destiny, my destiny, and your destiny are all intertwined. I cannot yet see how these events will play out, but I do know that like Aranias, you must come deeper into the forest.
Okay, very well.
You must
then.
eventually come to my throne, but not yet. Each of us is a strand to be spun into the story of Valenwood. You should seek out the spinner, Marrowan. He can tell us how this story began and where it should end. Yes, traveling through Valenwood is a funny thing. It may take them many days to find the path to my throne. You have all the time you need. Find the spinner's cottage and speak to Marrowan. Safe journeys, my friend.
That's more like game logic here. Okay, so we have all the time, which fine by me. Okay, the spinner's up here, but I might take Wasteland first. Also, there's interesting things to the left and right. No, I can't decide where I should go next. This looks very interesting, like a little maze or something. Okay, I think I'll take this side first because it looks a little smaller, and then I'll take the big route around here and onto the spinner. Hopefully we can find quests on the way. And is there a book down there? Not a book, but a truth grove. I'm going to take this. Not a pardon addict. Okay, one of the two sites is a crafting camp. So interesting, but no quests there, I presume. The other one here, there's a quest. Is there a chest? Good thing I looked behind me. Okay, let's see what goodies are in here. Armor, gold, and a glyph. Oh, and the ropes too, we don't need those really. Okay. Let's visit the camp first.
Sure, you go, right.
Can we even get up there?
Point? Oh, the tales can't be true, can they? Nah, of course not.
Okay, then let's make this quest first.
Zen's price. We don't deserve this. We've done nothing wrong. I'm beginning to think our clan's just cursed. Driven from our home, then we find a new place to settle, only to have the very earth itself rise up against us? It's not fair. I'm from Clan Drilladan. Undead attacked our village weeks ago. We fled here and found this place just abandoned. No one here. It seemed perfect, so we settled in, and then these stone men, the Hollow, just burst from the ground and attacked. Yes, we're no strangers to battle, but these Hollow, they're unstoppable. Strike one down and another comes forth. Please, if you are as able as you look, Indana still fights to drive them back. She needs help, and fast. I wonder if you weren't sent by Ifrit herself. I hope so. We can't let these Hollow drive us away. We have to hold this ground. We have nowhere else to go. To the north, Drilladan Pass. Our clan has lived in that part of the Valenwood for longer than even our elders could remember. The Altmer came in and built Marbrook not long ago, but we stayed. Until the dead came. Hundreds of them. I don't know, and now that they're far behind us, I don't care. We've found a new home now. We must defend it or die trying.
Yeah. The sounds would say more like die trying. Okay, that's just another entrance in. This seems to be the right way. Oh. Are those the hole you're talking about? Okay, they got a lot of health there. Probably immune to poison too. I should be a little more careful around these. Oh, and the sky shard. I'll take the sky shard first. It really does look like a nice home. Can definitely get why they want to settle here. What's this? Oath of the Shadows Watch. You're defenders of the Green. You are enemies of the Wilder King. You are soldiers. You serve your commanders and none other. You will unite the Wood Elves. You will give your life. You will destroy the Hollow. Your name will be remembered forever. Interesting.
Well met. If you're made of flesh and bone, I'm calling you a friend. These abominations, the Hollow, they've killed our tree Thane and a dozen others. What in oblivion are they, and how do we get rid of them? Can you help us? I was afraid you'd say that. And all we know for sure is that the stony bastards are coming from the ground. I was thinking of trying to collapse their holes, but I need someone to defend me while I do it. What do you say? Are you up for it? We're going where the holes are. There are a few big ones they're coming from. Collapsing them may not stop the Hollow completely, but hopefully it'll at least slow them down. If not, well, at least we'll go down fighting. You lead the way.
I'm leading the way. I think you're having the coordinates of this whole list. Alright. Okay. Other side of the courtyard then. I'll try to not lure that many. Also, can't get past all of them.
I'm free, and in your debt.
Looks like I have to kill him first before she can collapse the hole. Okay, is it better now? Okay, seems to be working now. Okay, and then way up to the left and right. I'll level up. Going to put my points in as soon as I reach the next safe spot. This looks pretty safe. I wanna get attacked by a whole lot. And I really wanted to try the mark target. But I don't know which slot I'm going to put it in. Maybe here because we have the same ability already on the single target bar. Mark target. Expose an enemy's weaknesses to afflict them with major fracture and major breach, reducing their physical resistance and spell resistance for 17 seconds. When a marked enemy dies, you heal for 37% of your maximum health. You can only have one marked target at a time. Okay. Try that out too. Margaret, I didn't want to attack you. Now I have a problem. I murdered a person. Seriously? Just wanted to kill that hollow.
Our clan's been through too much tragedy all.
Okay, looks like I just have to sit this out while on the quest. Okay, next, hold on. In for the last one. Okay, that's not good. I'm not getting rid of them. And now for the other side. And a last goal.
That should slow him down. Quickly, we should get to the clan hold fast.
Yeah, just a second. Great. Okay, I have to get into that cave there. Well, I'm not helping you. The last one attacked me and I had to kill him, and then now I'm wanted for murder. That's what you get for being helpful. So there's not a guard down here. Okay, doesn't look like it.
Children of the forest, these grounds are forbidden to you. I warn you again. Leave now or suffer the consequences.
We'll defend our new home to the death. Come back here, you stony bastard!
Okay, that she didn't tell me of. They actually gave her an ultimatum. Looks like she kind of settled where she shouldn't have. Okay. At least we'll only be a single one this way. Different kinds of frocks here. Very nice collection. I'm not going to kill you for the book. Oh, it's a favorite. Very nice. Why did she get to somewhere in there?
Let us speak.
There she is.
I can explain what is happening here.
Sure.
Perhaps you can be more reasonable than this, Bosma. These grounds are forbidden. Allowing them to settle here would threaten the health of the Valenwood. If they do not leave, we will purge them with the forest like a destructive rot. No. There is no alternative. These people must leave. Know that this is not our will. We would not harm anyone of our own accord. We would let them stay. But our directives are not self-determined. They were ingrained when we were created. I do not know. We were created by the Wilder King. Perhaps these were his directives, or perhaps they just come from the forest. Regardless, We are here to ensure no one settles in this area. That is our only purpose.
Okay, so I think it's important then. But really like to know why though.
I must emphasize to both you and these Bosmer that we did not desire this duty, nor did we take any joy in it. But we cannot act against our directives. The only way one might circumvent this is to destroy us, and that would be very difficult to do. Yes. It does not violate my directives to inform you that destroying me would effectively render all the Hollow in this area harmless. I have no desire for self-preservation, but know that such an act would do irreversible harm to the Valenwood.
I've never met the Wilder King, but I'm sure he wouldn't have created a bunch of monsters to indiscriminately kill innocent Bosmer. Either way, my people have sacrificed enough already. We're staying here, even if that means we do so as corpses. Look, if you decide this stone abomination is right, and we shouldn't be allowed to stay here, I'll go back to the clan Hovass and we'll take a vote. I warn you though, the Drilladon are not a soft-skinned bunch. I think they'll choose to fight.
I must emphasize to both you and these Bosmer that we did not desire this duty, nor did we take any joy in it. But we cannot act against our directives. The only way one might circumvent this is to destroy us, and that would be very difficult to do. Yes. It does not violate my directives.
Okay, I think they can settle there.
But I'm sure he wouldn't have... Look, if you decide...
Go. Convince your people to leave. It is your only choice.
You shouldn't have done this. I guarantee the clan will want to fight.
I think if we are doing this in order to befriend the Wilder King, we shouldn't really act against his directives. It would just be nonsense. Can we? Yeah, we can take the same way back.
I cannot complain, but that does not seem to stop me.
And now all of a sudden I can kill everyone, it doesn't count as murder. Okay.
The clan voted to stay and kill the one who betrayed us.
Hey, your clan is not really big if you ask me. Was that all? Nah, pretty small clan. And they thought they could kill the leader of the Hollows. Pretty sure they couldn't. Okay, nothing more in here. Let's head back outside.
Hello there. The loss of life is always tragic, but death is a critical part of nature's cycles. Some things must perish, so that others may thrive. Such is the case here. Though you may mourn for these Bosmer, know that you protected the Valenwood. I know, and I suspected that might be their decision. They are not the first clan to seek to settle in this place, and sadly, they will likely not be the last. Hopefully next time we might convince them to leave in peace. We have no purpose, so we will return to our vigil. Our directors render us dormant until circumstances again warrant action. I have no sentiment, but I do have memories, and I will remember you and what you have done here to protect the Valenwood.
Okay. Hopefully you made the right decision there, but... We don't exactly know why people can't settle here, but may have to do with that note we found that there are some shadow creatures, maybe opposite to the hollow, created by somebody else here that might influence people living here. Because in their directives, it was said that they had to kill the hollow and oppose the Wilder King. So probably something fishy. Didn't I just kill you?
Is it over? We can stay.
I definitely called this a bug.
Solid ground, beautiful surroundings, and a customer. What more could an elf want?
I don't know. I can think of plenty. Okay, let's try to get up to the crafting station now. Have to take the road, it seems. And there's also a quest here for us. Let's see what this is about.
There's never a wasp, miss. Stupid wasp. Keeps getting away from me. Shh! I'm an initiate to a company of hunters called the Hounds. I'm supposed to hunt a wasp as my first quarry, but well, I'm not a very good tracker, you see. I've lost the wasp. Would you? I'd really appreciate it. To track the wasp, crouch low to the ground and look carefully. You can spot where the wasp has landed. Just look for matted grass or broken bushes. Track it, kill it, and bring me its head.
Okay, why not? I mean, it's your responsibility, but... Okay, let's do that first. It's not far away. We can also take the point of interest up here while we're on it. Okay, I think there was something. Now let's get to that bush. Next one up there. Hopefully it's not too far away. Okay, by that mammoth. Oh, behind the mammoth. Hey, well done. Try a sneak attack. Mark the target. Now we're trying our best. Anti-guild is just fine. Oh, I like the new ability. Okay, so this didn't take too long. Let's head back. Maybe we can also take that point while we're on. Hopefully they don't mind. They're hollow. Hello, Den. Okay, this is probably where we would have gone if we had to kill the other one. Because he said he was going... or they are now going back to the den. It's a shame that the others are so stupid. Wonder why the Wilder King made one leader and made the other ones follow him instead of making multiple intelligent hollows. Okay, might have a problem now. Okay, still behind me. As usual. shooting right at that moment. Maybe it's
Did you
programmed
get
that
it?
way.
Did you find the wasp?
Yes.
Fantastic. Well done. Of course, I can't exactly take credit for the kill, but I think I understand tracking better now that I've seen you do it. You're a natural.
You've seen me? Weren't you here all the time? Okay. Strange. Okay, I think we have new
I
trousers.
once heard
think those are
Ladonna
better.
talking about a great tracker named Horace from a long time ago. If I didn't know better, I'd think you were him.
Not so.
A legendary hound? He's obsessed with this mythical stench, and his hunting companions often die. I heard he hunts in northern Greenshade.
Okay. New trousers. Oh, let's get to the crafting camp now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And okay, time to get to the way shrine, and afterwards to that spinner. I think I'll do the other side of this little valley after I've visited the spinner. Maybe I even have to go there afterwards. Okay. Ah, that's not direct way. Then we take the road.
Yeah.
Black bear. All sorts of creatures in this part of the forest, even mammoths.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is his house? Looks like it. Okay. Interesting, will I wait us inside? Well, does look a little bit messy.
I was beginning to think you wouldn't make it. I've already begun Aranias' story. Yes, of course. I have been waiting for you for some time. The story needs you to play a part in the present, and in the past. You certainly took your time about things. Not your fault, I understand, not your fault. We may yet get this right. Inside the story, you must also enter the story in order to help her. Aranias wants to see the Wilder King. I'm his gatekeeper. To see him, you ask me nicely, and then I tell you a story. A story that you take part in.
Okay, never really got that. Spinner kinda changing history with the storytelling.
Yes, the story is one from her own past, but she's convinced that she's living through these events for the first time. You'll play the part of the close friend she never had, someone she can trust, who can change the person Aranias becomes. Ask nicely. Of course. Now, sit down by the fireplace. Imagine there's a nice warm fire burning there, and I'll set the scene.
Okay, I'll try to imagine as best as I can.
Have a seat by the fire, and let me know when you're ready to hear the story. Remember, ask nicely. Imagine the flames are the waves of a vast ocean. Cold waves on a clear blue ocean off the coast of Somerset. Now picture an island. Trees around the island shimmer in the sunlight. Each gently cresting ocean wave sparkles. Many stones, roots, and flowers on the island were shaped by Magicka. Only 2 living Ultma possess such power. One of those 2 Ultma stands outside the manor on this island. Her island. Go to her. Become her friend.
Okay, I'll do my best then. This is loading pretty long. Okay, here we are now.
The island of Silitar.
Ew, with narrating even.
I'm so glad you could come. My parents will be back tonight, and I was afraid I'd have to face them alone again. That's why I asked you to come early. I'm not sure what will happen either. Before they get back, I want to be carefree. We can visit some of our favorite places together. They were afraid, like everyone else. After I raised up the land under the sea and smashed that ship, even though nobody got hurt, they said my magic was too dangerous. You're the only one who isn't afraid of me. You're not afraid, right? You don't know what this means to me. Now, what will we do first? I know, let's race to the lighthouse like we did when we were little. Bet you still can't catch me.
Pretty sure you make sure that I can't. Okay, lighthouse is down there.
Watch your step!
I knew cheating. It's just not fair.
Don't trip!
I have to be a little faster. Maybe I can do it. I don't think so. I think she won't let me.
Are my vines getting in your way?
Yeah, they certainly are.
Not
Did I win?
bad. You're pretty fast.
Yeah, would have been even faster if you didn't use your magic. Hi, Fox Galactic. Yeah, I'm playing on PC.
Maybe. You know, I've always had a special connection to the land. Sometimes things happen and I don't even think about it. It just happens. I'm sorry, it just happened. Wait, something's wrong. Can you feel that? The land's in pain, burning hot. Look, the farm's burning! Over the rise. Wait. Too many footsteps, and it's too early for my parents' return. Boots. Boots. There are invaders on Silitar. We have to stop them.
Okay, where's the farm exactly? Oh, this way around. It's so rainy and foggy, I can't really see the fires. Okay, I can't mount here. Yeah, I'm playing on Altmere Dominion. I'm having characters in the other factions too, but this one is Altmere Dominion. Okay, bandits it seems. I think I have to kill everyone in here. Yeah, I think the concept of the quest is quite nice. With the entering the memories of her. It's been a long time since I played through all the quests with my main character, but I do remember Altmere Dominion quests being written the best. With the Daggerfall Covenant being close behind, Always got the feeling that the Evanhard pack got, yeah, kind of forgotten in the end.
That'll show them.
Now we gotta
no
get
one
rid of
attacks
everyone.
my island. What have they done to my farm? Why would they do this? Animals! Does it matter? I'm tired of this. Everyone wants to hurt me or use me, and it stops now. Where were you when my parents tested me? Where were you when I needed you most? You left me. Why are you even here? Do you want something from me too?
Now she's really depressed here.
I'm sorry. After my parents left, I felt so alone. I couldn't find you. People kept coming. They'd attack, hound me, want me to show them what I can do, like I was a circus animal or some kind of pet. I shouldn't take it out on you. No, it's not your fault. Thanks to you, these bastards didn't get very far. They could have destroyed everything. It's getting late. We need to clean up before my parents return. Meet me at the manor later.
Come, I must speak with you once more.
Okay, so back to the building where we started, it seems. Oh, or not. It's coming closer to us. That's good. Yeah, I'm playing Bosma because I really did like the style for an archer. It's really nice.
In her tale, Aranias was volatile, and she swung between anger, shame, and hope. Feared by her own parents because of her abilities, she faced the bandits alone. This made her bitter and hardened against others, vulnerable to outside influences. You will soon see it for yourself. But first, you should view another scene from Aranias' past. She was a bit younger and excited about her newly found skills. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Why are your clothes all wet? Mother, what do you think of this tree? How about this island you're standing on?
The ground is soaked. I'll need new shoes now.
I made it.
What? You made the ground soggy?
The island. I made
her
this
parents are
little
not so
island.
bright.
What? What do you mean you made it?
These trees, those rocks. None of this was here yesterday. The ground is wet because I used my magic to pull it up from under the water.
Oh, Ara, what have you done?
My highest level character? Max level, but I don't quite know how many champion points I have. Let me take a look. Okay, so this is how much I would have. But I'm trying not to spend it with this character, so I got as much as a normal experience as possible. Since when I leveled my first character, I kind of was in a hurry to get to max level and didn't get to enjoy most of the quest that much.
Gifted
So I'm
with a
trying
rare
to
and
relive
powerful
that.
ability, Aranias tried in vain to win her parents' affection. So much happened next, but I especially draw your attention to two particular events. One scene is atop the lighthouse, the other in the manor's great hall. They will help you understand more about our troubled Altmer, I hope. No. The greatest challenge comes next, and Aranias needs you. Her parents returned after the attack on the farm, and brought with them the people they considered their daughter's only hope, the Veiled Heritance. She should not face this alone. Getting changed at the manor. You should do the same after you watch those scenes. You'll find a change of clothes in the guest bedroom off the Great Hall. Then, go to Aranias in the garden.
Okay, find the lighthouse story. Hopefully I can just trigger that. Now when I leveled my main character, it was way at release. So everything was kinda new. And kinda bugged too.
I'm sorry.
You're lucky they're alive. How many more ships will you sink?
It was an accident.
Accidents are
Hey, there's a
spilling
ship.
water, dropping glass. You lifted a ship out of the ocean with a wall of rock.
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Your mother and I will discuss your punishment. Go.
Okay, the ship is out there. You probably seen it before. Because of the weather, I think. Ah, second mount. Okay, then we'll walk all the way back. Almost there. Huh, interesting.
Your father and I leave for Somerset in the morning.
I won't do it again, I promise. I'll try harder. Don't leave me behind.
Don't grovel. It's unbecoming. We will return with help to control your temper.
How much more can I apologize? I said I'm sorry.
No, Ara. It's just... you need training. What you did to the ship, that scares people.
What sort of training, Father?
Yeah, training. Sounds more like they want to suppress her powers. Now we'll have to talk to her in the garden. This dress I'm wearing kind of fits the colors. And it's still the same weather outside. Nice refreshing rain.
You look good. How do you feel?
Oh, thanks for the follow, Fox Galactic. I'm glad that you like it. 4 AM. Yeah, that's really late. Well, for me it's almost lunch. You know, different time zones. Yeah, if you're tired you should go to bed. Have a nice sleep then. And bye.
You asked me this before, silly. I don't know, but when I think about changing things around me, my thoughts come true. Remember when that merchant ship sank? I'd lifted the ground out of the ocean. I just forgot to lower it again.
Yes, very amazing powers, but also really dangerous.
There are so many people. And look, it's High Kin Lady Estrie. Why is she here? I bet my parents want me to show off my powers. I thought they were bringing me a teacher or something.
I can Lady Astrid. Sounded like they were selling her off to the inheritance.
Hesitant? I hate this, and they've got something particular they want to see. Would you do me a favor and find out? Mingle among them, eavesdrop. Find out what they've planned for me. I'm not sure yet. They'll probably want another statue raised from the ground. My parents treat that like a party trick, and this is a party after all. But the way they're talking, it sounds more dangerous, and I'm a bit worried, to be honest.
Okay then. Let's just eavesdrop everywhere. And you shouldn't act so
Her parents
suspicious.
invited me to witness her powers firsthand. She lifted the ground up under my very feet. Her demonstration today will not be one of skill, but of character.
Huh. Okay, coming from High Kin Lady Astrid, that's worrying me.
Under demonstrates amazing potential. Why are we bothering with this girl and her clods of dirt? Ander could melt them with hardly a thought. What do they call her? The Rock Witch? Hilarious. Provincial.
One last thing.
Ander has one of the
That's
little beggars in
Paladin.
the field, away from the house. Aranias will demonstrate her talents on the other. Her demonstration will determine how we employ her talents.
Oh, Ander is here too. So much for her guardian. It's probably there to have an eye on her. But she fulfills the task she's been given.
I'm afraid this one is about to die. I didn't realize how frail Bosmer were. Not this goblin-faced meat-eater, his wife. Wait a minute. You're not with the Heritants?
Okay, didn't expect this. Hey, fighting in my new dress. Good thing it's only an illusion. For demonstrations, he's going to kill somebody. That's really harsh.
They took my wife. They will give her to the witch, the Rock Witch. The land will kill her. They said the land...
Not good.
You killed Ander? That's not supposed to happen.
It's not my fault. He attacked me.
Oh, don't worry. It was an entertaining twist, to be sure. But sadly, as real as it may seem, this is just a story. In real life, you were not there to kill Ander. He has had considerable time to grow in power, and his temper has not gotten any longer, if you understand me. It seems the Veiled Heritants have sent him after Aranias to ensure she kills the Wilder King, or dies if she fails.
I could have guessed that much.
I met him. He wanted to get into this story, but he wouldn't ask nicely. But there's nothing we can do about that right now. We have a story to finish. Aranias' big moment is about to arrive. You should go to her. In the garden. She's been commanded to kill the wife of this Bosmer. You should hurry to her. She faced this alone last time.
Which probably means that she killed his wife. Which is not good. It's like I'm not in this location. They really pressured her to kill someone. Hopefully I can help her now. Honestly, when a Wilder King doesn't see her as an enemy.
From those who burned your farm.
Woe and misery.
Oh, so many trees confounded the
Aranias,
ankle.
my child, raise the ground up to
That's
trap
better.
this animal.
Please let us go.
Aranias,
Please.
do you remember how helpless you were when your farm burned? Good, good. Now tear this animal apart.
Or don't do it.
This is my test. If I can take the life of this girl, it means that I am willing to make the necessary sacrifices.
What about the Bosmer who attacked my island? What were they, Dominion ambassadors? A peace mission?
Bandits that had nothing to do with this.
If I refuse to kill this Bosmer, then what? I'll be alone again. The Rock Witch of Silitar, a monster for fairy tales. You're here with me now, but what about later? No, that's not it. I must trust myself. Believe I can do what's right. I don't need anyone, you or the Veiled Heritants, to guide me. I am stronger than this. I won't murder an innocent to prove I can, no matter who demands it. The Veiled Heritance won't control my destiny. I will. I can do this, and I shall. No, I won't do it!
Nice. But sadly, I think it didn't turn out like this on the real life. Maybe she now changed her mind about the inheritance.
You were a fine character, most enjoyable, and it looks like you made quite an impression on Arrhenius. As one story ends, another reaches its climax. Our little bit of mischief was a success. Because of you, Arrhenius may very well betray her masters to defend the Wilder King.
Hey, so full success then.
Truly, I hope we never need change a story so extensively again. Though we spinners can do so, it's usually better to let a tale conclude on its own. Usually. Venturing into the story of Arrhenius' past has sown the seeds of her transformation, but they have yet to sprout. Even now, she and Anda blaze a trail of destruction toward the Wilder King's throne. Their intention is to destroy him. Preserving his life may be impossible at this point, but you must try. Without him, the Valenwood will rage out of control. The only hope lies with Arrhenius and with you. Go to Greenheart and follow the trail of fire to the Wilder King's throne.
Nah, trail of fire shouldn't be too hard to see here. Okay, I also want to do the right side here before I focus on that part. Let's see if there are any quests in this region. Okay, there's a boss camp at least. And, this is a public dungeon? Yeah! I guess. Okay, how do I get up there? Guess there's a screenshot. Maybe without the mount? Okay, did make it. Not so good at jumping, but we made it. I'm taking the book while we're on it. Okay. Not exactly what we were looking for, but also very nice. White cap. Haven't seen those in quite a while. Okay, hopefully we can complete the boss camp. Okay, that's the boss. Let's make sure that the lurcher is not following us anymore. Okay, we're hidden, so it's not following us. Okay. Well, let's try our best then. No, this wasn't a good idea. Let's revive. Now we may have to take a consumable to make this work. Oh, also the recipe. Didn't forget that. Oh, Thunderbug is interrupting us here. Wanted to go through the stuff what I can take. Stamina recovery, max stamina. Health recovery would also be nice. I'll take this health recovery here. Okay. Another try then. Maybe we can try kiting him. insane amount of damage if he hits us. I don't think this is actually possible for us alone. Why does he do so much damage? Yeah, let's see if another entrance is better, if there's some better hiding opportunity or something. Did I just hear some thief throat around? Pretty sure I did. Let's see. Yeah, right there. Also both. We didn't see if thief throat didn't make any noise. Another try at this then. If we can't do it, I just have to leave it until we're better. No, absolutely no chance. Okay, I'll leave this then. Let's instead try the cave down there. Instead we are now 2 people. That would definitely improve our chances. I don't know why everybody else is better than me. Maybe because they're 3 levels higher. Maybe. No, he's getting just as much damage in. Okay, help me again. Oh, well, great. Now, let's see if he's coming back. Oh, we can take another try at this. What's the closest voice shrine? Oh, either up or to the left. Don't know exactly where he came from. Am I still having my... Yeah, still having a health recovery equipped. Not seeing here anywhere. Alright. Another person. Okay, this is better, or we can do it 3 people. The other one would be back soon. This is looking better this time. Hey, nicely done. Thank you, random person. Sinora Spellbinder. Didn't it count for us? Somehow didn't, did it? Wonder why. Can we do enough damage, or is it a matter of problem? Maybe too far away from the middle ground. Helda's Tarn. Oh, nothing we can do about that now. Maybe we can go into the cave in the meantime, while we wait for the respawn then. I was so happy that we made it and then it doesn't count. Just not fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Cave first then.
Yeah.
How long we got? About half an hour? Yeah, about half an hour. So maybe we can get back to the boss. Don't know the exact respawn times. Okay, pretty straightforward cave with ogres. I didn't expect this. Although the ogre took a little bit much damage. Maybe. It's really strange. I have to look for a boss and a sky shot as usual. Oh, she's hitting me too. That's not boss. So my guess will be not the boss, and the sky shot are in this big room over there. Because I didn't hear a sky shot yet. On the beauty of ogres. Well, certainly an interesting book. Oh, lots of books for us here. Probably another pair of books to the right. If I need to stretch out correctly. And hello, shield increased. Any other interesting book? Medium armor increased. Oh, that's very good for us. Okay, no interesting book for us here. Maybe we've read all of them before. Okay, so the only thing we need now is her sky shard on the boss. I'm sure I heard a sky shard before. Question is where? Oh, did I? Did I already take the sky shard? Did I forget that? Over all the books. Let's take a look. Did I? Huh. Okay. Strange. Oh, there it is. Okay, why is the cave counted as completed then? As long as we found it, I don't complain. I knew my memory wasn't false on that one. And back out here, and then let's see if the other boss is back. But first we have to find a way up the cliff again. Didn't quite think about it when I jumped down. Okay, looking good. Not looking very good. Not a problem at all to get up here. Probably a problem defeating that alone again. I think nobody's here to help me. Try to clear the thunderbugs out of it. So we have a better chance of hiding at night. Somebody will arrive too. Okay, maybe I can do it like this, but I don't know if this is high enough. For him to not get over this. Okay, you can get over this without a problem even. Okay, no chance. Again. Why is this boss so hard for us? I'm not ever seeing anything. Or am I not skilled enough help? Okay, now let's get our inventory cleaned up. Medium armor shoulders. Those are better than ours. Let's change them up. Okay, if nobody's coming by, then we might just leave. We can't just die up here the whole time. Oh, well, a rat there. Let's kill those two thunderbugs, and if nobody shows up until then, we leave in the camp here. Mushroom, nice one. I think I might be too low level for this boss. And he's hitting pretty hard, and there's no way to really kite him somewhere. Plus he's also pretty fast. Okay, maybe we can do it some other time. Maybe if we gain a new level. 27, maybe if you're about 30 or a little bit over 30. Okay, any quests around here, or...
Oh.
more works. Passive quest. But I should probably wait for them to leave me alone before I talk to him. Same as I was. I don't want to get guided too far. Okay, Igor.
Oh, thank Ifra, you're not one of the wood orcs, and you're not one of the strange people in that cave. This has been the worst day, let me tell you. I went to get some firewood for my master's camp, but the orcs chased me over here. I tried to retreat into the cave, but now there's a whole village in there. It was empty just last week.
Okay, that sounds really strange.
Sounds crazy, but I know what I saw. I overheard the villagers talking about a caretaker and a tree. Maybe you could find this tree and discover what they want. I hope they're not invaders. It's much too freakish for my blood.
Okay, let's get in here then. Doesn't look like a village at the moment, but we're not too far in yet. Hey, that looks much more like a village. At least there are houses. Maybe I can talk to somebody.
An outsider in Shrouded Hollow? That's a rare sight.
I think they might be just as surprised that their city is accessible than we are at finding it.
Hail.
I have to talk to somebody.
Wait. Ah, you're not one of those wood orcs, thank you, Frey. Welcome to our humble home. You met someone outside, did you? Some people get so frightened they won't talk to us. Yes, there is a village in this cavern. If you would like to hear our story, I'd be happy to share it with you. Promise you won't run away.
No, I'm listening.
Our village has a pact with the Wilder King himself. The village goes away, then returns every 100 years or so. Most of the time our arrival causes no problem. This time, however, it's different. Wood orcs set up camp outside this cave's southern entrance. They've never been here before, and so we've kept quiet, hoping they'd go away. It's been a week and they are firmly established. My husband Erenor isn't as worried as I am, though. My husband Erenor can tell you more. Essentially, we travel to and from this place, thanks to the Wilder King. A caretaker protects things in the village's absence. In fact, we'll choose a new caretaker very shortly. Nearly everyone from the village attends the ritual to choose the next caretaker. No one knows who it'll be until the prior caretaker picks a name. It's held at the Fading Tree, through the central hall of this cave. You should see it. It's very exciting. It's a part of the oath. Ask my husband. He knows much more about it than I do. I prefer to scout and hunt, not tend plants. He'll be at the choosing ceremony. If you hurry, you can talk with him before it starts.
Okay, then we'll hurry up then to Erenor. See what this is all about. So one person stays behind and takes care of everything, while the others are gotten elsewhere. Isn't this like strange? I mean, where do they get their food? Are they teleporting Elmas with them, or are they getting ported to some special realm?
Ah, another visitor. You've arrived at an auspicious time for our village. I am Erenor of Shrouded Hollow. You've met Lon, Ariel. She speaks too freely sometimes, but I will tell you what I can. Our village, as you may be aware, is not here normally. A long time ago, our tree thanes and ancestors swore a sacred oath to which we are still bound. It's not my place to reveal the nature of the oath. For that, you must speak to our current caretaker, Henadras. If you wait, you might also speak to the new caretaker, when one is chosen. Indeed, it's an honor to be selected. Once the preparations are complete, the old caretaker passes his duties to the new one.
Interesting.
Who are you? How do you know about the fading tree?
Yeah, you were just standing 2 meters from us. Yeah, he told me.
I'm not without sight. I saw you talk to him. He's right in front of me. How do you know about us? No point to that now, is there? You've entered our innermost sanctum and without challenge. It's clear to me the Wilder King blesses your presence. That means I am bound by our oath to speak with you, no matter how it galls me. We swore to protect the fading tree for the Wilder King, and to abide by his rules. In return, he protects our village. Every 100 years or so, the village returns to choose a new caretaker, to guard the fading tree on his behalf.
Yeah, why does he send the village? That's a question I was asking before.
The village goes where the Wilder King sends it, and allows it to return when the caretaker needs to be replaced. I'm a very old man now. The village returned as it always does. Ever since the last time the village was here, so a bit over 100 years. Fading Tree and I care for each other, and the Wilder King provides my sustenance. I don't understand why the Wilder King let you in, though.
Interesting question. What if a caretaker dies before the 100 years are over? But, yeah. The Wilder King controls everything?
I suppose your curiosity excuses your ignorance. The Wilder King does not control this place. He allows us to take care of the Fading Tree in return for his protection. We don't question our oath. We fulfill it.
Okay, how does the choosing work exactly?
The Fading Tree chooses. It guides us towards the next caretaker. Not everyone has the courage, intelligence, and fortitude to undertake this position. Everyone from the village knows how hard it can be, and yet nearly everyone wants to do this.
Maybe officially. Can't imagine everybody wanting really to do it.
Lonesome? Nah, it's nice to get away from everyone else. It's quiet, peaceful. And the Wilder King comes round now and then. Some might think of them as dreams, but I know he's been to see me. A caretaker's life is anything but dull.
It's so very lonely.
It shall begin shortly, if I can take a moment to prepare for it. We come together once more to choose the next caretaker. The Wilder King entrusted the Fading Tree to us, and this is part of our oath. My time as caretaker nears its end, and the Fading Tree will choose my successor.
What's happening?
Arendor himself.
The Fading Tree chooses Erenor. Erenor, you will be our next caretaker.
Me? The tree picked me. I'm honored. I'll do my best.
Come, Erenor. We have much to discuss.
Hail.
I wonder what his wife will say about that.
Orcs are attacking the village!
Okay, not what I
Candidair,
expected.
Oriadis, we're under attack!
We're under attack. The orcs have attacked. We were caught by surprise, but those still inside are fighting back.
You need to distract them. Kill their leader and burn their tents. We'll rescue the villagers.
The orcs are camped off the cave's southern entrance. The Wilder King must have sent you to save us. He always protects us. Always. There isn't time to indulge in idle fantasies and what-ifs. Please, help the villagers below. I need a moment to gather what wits I have left.
Okay then. Kill down the orc tent. outside. I have to go to the entrance first. Southern entrance it is. Okay, swarming with orcs now. Okay. This won't be too easy.
Hello.
That's doable. More orcs. This is crawling with orcs. I wonder if people are still alive. Okay, let's sneak by. Okay, I was gonna help when we could go past while they're occupied. But it doesn't seem to be that occupied, it seems. I don't have enough stamina.
I'm free, thanks to you.
And more. Guess it's never ending, is it? Okay, we're almost at the exit now. Looks like I really had a reason to be worried about those orcs that are out there. They weren't just settling, they're in for conquering, it seems. Okay, we're at the exit now. But we're still being blocked. Okay, that should be the last of them. Onto the village then. Burn the orc tents. Hopefully that will drive them off. Seeing that there were a lot of orcs in there, the camp's probably almost abandoned. At least I hope so. Really wouldn't want to be outnumbered. This is one of the tents, I think. At least it looks like one. Yeah. This is the one. Okay, another tent to the other side. Oh, she didn't take that lucky. Were you still in there when I burnt that? I'm really sorry about that. Maybe I should have taken a look inside. Went out of there. Okay, it's only the third tent. The one up there will do. Okay, heavily guarded again. Okay, and Wolf Captain is right down there. So we'll close that too. Oh, he's got a shaman with him. I'll get rid of him first because I'm pretty sure he'll heal him. Okay, that with the orcs done. Let's head back. Hopefully they learned their lesson. But I don't think so. Now I'll just go away and try to plunder another village. That loading screen really does make it look more beautiful than it is. All the bodies done here. Okay, where's Laniriel? There. Okay. Did what you asked for.
Praise the Wilder King, you're alive! I knew he would save us. We would have suffered much more if you hadn't been here to help. They killed quite a few of us, but we gave almost as good as we got. Have you seen Erenor? He didn't return from the fading tree when the others did.
Because he's the new caretaker, maybe?
What? No. No, not now. Not when I need him more than ever. When we go, we leave a caretaker behind to watch over the fading tree. The caretaker and the tree are our link between this place and where the Wilder King sends us. I didn't expect Erenor to be chosen, and he can't stay. He can't. It's just... what I mean is, I can't bear to lose him. We won't be able to bear it. He's so excited and it's such a great honor. But he doesn't know what it will cost our family. I'm pregnant. I only found out recently. Erenor doesn't know. I'm not sure I want him to, but if he knew, he could leave with us. Please, please, convince him to return to the Wilder King's realm with us.
Why are you not just staying here? That would be the easier solution. He could do his job and still be together with you.
You don't know what this means to me. I'm afraid if I tell him, he might think I've made up a story to keep him with me. No, that's not it. I'm afraid he'll choose his duty over his wife. I'm sure the Wilder King will understand. A family must remain together to raise a child. If Erenor stays behind, our child will be grown before he sees her. We'll be too old when the village returns next time to have another. It's our last chance.
Oh, she's kind of right about that. Yeah, let's see what he says about this. But I think there were so many people wanting to do that job. Why not take the next one?
Come forward, Erenor, caretaker-to-be.
I, Erenor, in accordance with the Oath of Protection, stand ready.
On behalf of the Wilder King, will you care for the fading tree?
I am honored to serve the Wilder King and our people.
This is the fading tree.
The fading tree is yours to protect. May the years pass quickly.
So I'm kind of a little bit too late. He's already caretaker.
This is incredible. I feel the life of the fading tree flow within me. Have you seen my wife? Where's Laniriel? Why hasn't she come to congratulate me? Has she? I love Lunerial. But we swore an oath to leave a caretaker to protect the fading tree. That is the price the whole village must pay so that we can live in the paradise the Wilder King creates for us.
Yeah, there were plenty of people applying.
Do you think I haven't thought of this? But I would be failing my oath to the Wilder King and the entire village if I didn't stay behind. What? I didn't know. Why didn't she tell me? What kind of caretaker would I be if I didn't care for my own child? And yet, I have a responsibility to the entire village now. This problem comes at a terrible time. I must decide quickly. Not that. It's the tree. Now that I can feel its essence, I realise it's weaker than it used to be and needs special care. The village must return to the other realm immediately so the caretaker... so I can tend it without distraction.
So he really does choose his oath over her.
Only the old caretaker knew. The village is set to leave soon. If anything happens to the tree, its link between Tamriel and our village is severed. They can never return unless I stay behind.
Okay, so the Willow King might take a new caretaker in his place if he just leaves. I think, at least. And he also wouldn't let the tree die. I think he knows what's going on here. I think he would regret it if he stays.
I would. Naturally I want to, but everyone else is ready to leave. As soon as the orcs cleared out, they prepared. There's no one left to leave as the caretaker. No, it's not. No matter which I choose, I'll always wonder what would have happened had I taken the other path. I know which way is easy and which is hard. What will you choose? I will do as you would since the Wilder King sent you to us. Perhaps this child shows the Wilder King is pleased by our service and won't let anything happen to the fading tree. He wouldn't let anything happen to it. My family needs me. When the village returns to the Wilder King's paradise, I'll go with it.
I don't know if it's the right decision. Don't know why they come back here anyway. I mean, if they're living for hundreds of years somewhere else, only to come here for one day to choose another caretaker. Why are they not staying in the other realm all the time? That's probably what would have happened.
Had I known sooner about you, about us.
I thought we would have more time. And now, we shall.
Prepare for our journey, beloved. I will join you soon.
I leave joyfully, knowing you'll be with us.
Fate brought you to us at this turning point. I'm glad to heed your advice. We must cling to life wherever we find it. You reminded me of that, and I thank you. The Wilder King could create a new tree in its place. Or perhaps now we're meant to stay in paradise. If the fading tree survives, we'll return again, and I'll know my decision was correct. If we never return, at least I'll be with my family to the end.
Yeah, that's a good sentiment here. Okay. Light armor. None for us then. So not steel axe. This we can still deconstruct, so we'll keep it. Okay, where's the exit to this? Let's just take this exit. The northern one. Let's see what else is there. Oh, this wasn't really public dungeon. My bad then. Yeah, I thought it had a different logo. And I think the Dolmen is just closing. Too bad. Would really like to have a try at it. But looks like it's just way up here? No. It just closed. So it won't respawn again that soon. Yeah, it just closed. I'll have to look there the next time. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I'll head back to the city to deconstruct everything and also some of my stuff. My way should be go this way. Yeah, and when I'm done with that, I think that will be it for today then. But while we're on it, let's do those. Hey, wait a minute, huh? I'll get another pair of boots. But it would help. They're not as good as ours. So many frogs here. Wonder what this is about. Okay, back to our original plan. And back to Marbrook. I don't even know where this working station is here. Take a look onto the map. Okay, the bank is up here. I think we have one or two things for the bank. The working station is right in the middle.
Yeah. What do you want?
Oh, I still having space.
Nidras?
Okay, what are we putting in here? I guess I can mark this chunk while I'm on it. Okay. And I think a recipe. Yeah, this one because I already know that. Okay, that will be your bank business. Next for the workbench. Question, where in the middle? Well, that certainly looks like wood. Yeah, here's our station. And deconstruction. Oh, got pitch here. Nice one. I think we still don't have enough to trade in any Senate niche. Get a lot of oak there. Where did I get that much ash? I don't know. Maybe out of dungeons deconstruction.
I've got my eye
I don't
on
know.
you.
This
Oh, we
one
can
assures
sell directly
you,
like
none of
carpenter.
the wood here violates the Green Pact. If it did, we would not hear the end of it.
Forgot to select the mace. Okay, that looks nice and clean. And we better yet again look out at the stables. So the next time we play again, we can feed our mount first things first. Nothing new in here. How about a bow? Oh, we can learn snipe finally. Okay, where do I put this in is the question. Second bar. Okay, I might replace the cripple because we don't use that often with this one. Put the snipe in here. Okay, so we have to use that more often next time. So we can morph it again. Well, that was a strange bug. That still is a strange bug. Yay, I'm riding on the ground. That looks so silly. Can you guys see that? You probably can. It's only capturing my screen here. That looks so strange. Any way to fix this again? Maybe I have to get him on mount. No? Okay then. He'll probably be gone if I relock. So I'm staying on the mount now, because the rest just looks silly. Okay. Then that will be it for today's stream, guys. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a great time again today. I'll stream some more on Monday. Don't know which game yet. As always, I'll let you know on Twitter on time. Yeah, we've gone pretty far here. Hopefully we can, probably not, but I hope we can complete Green Shade next time. I think we are halfway through. Are we halfway through? No, we're not even halfway through. Okay, so no completing Green Shade next time. But at least we can complete it down our half. Oh, hello there. Yeah, glad that you think it was fun. Oh, having kinda trouble? How I should pronounce that? Just tell me if it's right. Okay, there could be multiple stuff. Nguyen, maybe? Or maybe something different? Is it with lead speech? I'm not really sure. I think I'm not really good at that. But I'm glad that you enjoyed it and had fun. Okay. So hopefully you come for the next stream too. Oh, no one. Okay, now I get it. Okay then. Hopefully I remember that until next time. Okay, so thank you for watching that. Okay, then we'll see you on Monday. Join us next time. Bye everyone.